I am super excited today to share my top 5 reasons why you may want to incorporate fasting into your lifestyle if you are over the age of 50. Let's jump right in. So our bodies don't need as much food as they did in our younger years, but many of us continue to eat at the same levels or maybe eat takeout food more often than we really should, mostly because we don't know the origin, what it comes from and what's in it. So if we don't begin reducing the amount of food that we eat as we age, weight gain, bloating, and other things that are not so good are inevitable. That's the number one reason why you should consider incorporating a fasting lifestyle. Number 2 is that fasting turns on a process in the cells called autophagy. You may have heard this lately. There's many studies out on it, but the scientists who discovered this process actually won a Nobel Prize for it. Our cells age, and with age comes forms of mutation to the cell, as well as accumulation of toxins and junk. If we want to have more energy, we need to clean the junk out. And if the cells are not working properly, they're really dragging us down. We need 100% optimal energy, and that comes from the cellular level. The process of autophagy is going to help those cells that are no longer functioning correctly. If they have some form of mutation, it's going to dispel those from the body. And if a cell just has junk in it, it's going to help those cells clean out the junk and get it out of there so it can function. So the little mitochondria in each cell can produce all of the energy that we need to function well. The third reason is that fasting helps us to turn on our fat burning switch. We don't want to just be sugar burners, and this is probably the topic of a whole other video, but the point being that muscles that we have on our bodies as we get older, they begin to waste if we don't eat enough protein, and if we don't keep those muscles toned and keep them in shape and don't allow them to waste away, they actually will be protective to our skeletal system, which of course, if we don't have a great diet, as we age, many Americans get osteopenia or osteoporosis, where their bones get very weak. And so by continuing to have enough protein, do healthy things like fat burning workouts, ketosis, and fasting, we are preserving our muscle, which is going to be protective of our skeletal system. Number 4 is that fasting helps support mental clarity and memory, which both can decline with age, right? It's very common that we hear about the numbers of people who are suffering from different forms of cognitive decline as they get older. Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss, right? How many of us walk into a room and forget the reason that we came in? All of us are vulnerable to this. So one of the things that we know about fasting is that process of autophagy, just like it happens in all the other cells of the body, happens in the brain as well. So if we have the brain with some cells in it that may have some damage or some toxins, when we increase our amount of fasting each day and each week as we practice it, we allow those cells to be dispelled from the body and or repaired so that we have a better clarity, a better mental cognition for learning and memory. The last reason why you should consider fasting over the age of 50 is that it's the easiest way to reverse either prediabetes or diabetes. Many of you might have heard the term lifestyle diseases. You may have already been told that you have either one or both of those. And so many times you would be prescribed a medication when the option to do things naturally and just change your diet and a few other habits that you have in your life, you can reverse these things naturally. Well, fasting along with a healthy ketogenic diet is going to help you reverse those things. A staggering statistic that I recently heard is that only about 12% of Americans are metabolically flexible, which means that 88% of Americans have some form of prediabetes. And this is honestly because there are just many foods that have labels on them that are either using terms we don't know or just sneaking in things that we don't catch, such as hidden sugars, bad seed oils, and just hidden carbohydrates and chemicals that are messing us up. It is within our control to empower our health and to reverse some of these lifestyle diseases. So I really think that you should check out fasting. Go ahead and like this video if you found it helpful, and comment below if you have anything to add to it, if you've tried it yourself or you have any questions. If you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button. You really help us out a lot as we are trying to grow so that we can help more and more people. If you know someone who could benefit, please go ahead and share it out to them. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy.